Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. Happy new vibes, new cycle. I love that. And for the occasion, I took out a deck that I don't use a lot. But I will start with that. So, just a reminder, this is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please, take what resonates, leave the rest. You are already supposed to know what we are talking about. I'm just here in order to give you a little bit more information, a little bit more insights or confirmation. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, but the energy from where someone is operating. So apply it however it applies to the roles in your life, and this can be past, present, or future. I just ordered a few new decks. So I'm not in the United States, so it will take some time to get here, but I'm very excited about that. I think that with the new year, new vibes, it's always good, right? So, let's see. Again, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This came out 3 times in the reading that I did yesterday. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Here it's called Queen of Materials, but it's the same. The Lovers in reverse. Okay. Okay, the Page of Cups. The Six of Swords in the reverse. Come on, serious? The Eight of Pentacles, the Tower. Okay, I'm happy to see this Tower, because for the rest, it kind of reveals to the continuation of something that happened last year. The Hermits, the Six of Cups. Let's take one more. Let's take one more. The Fool. Okay, listen. If you were here in the reading that I did regarding what we learned from last year, bringing into the new year, 3 times, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse came out. All the time in reverse. So it is somebody kind of superficial. It's all about money, status. It's often somebody also that doesn't really know how to make money or deal with money, but they are a big spender very often. For them, money is what represents them. This is their identity. So we have the Lovers in reverse here in the second position, which is the position of partnership, relationships, all those kind of things. So apparently this person who wanted to have a relationship with someone, they don't have it, or they wanted to destroy a relationship. I kind of feel here that somebody is taking distance from this Queen of Pentacles here. We are talking here about somebody that might want to come and apologize to you. The Six of Swords in reverse. They cannot let go of what happened in the past. We also have the Six of Cups here, talking about being nostalgic of the past. So apparently we have here someone who is working very, very hard. They went through a catastrophe, a tower, a total destruction of something. Right now, from what I can see here, we have the Hermit card in the 7th position. They might be doing the inner work, which is kind of good news, right? And they might be working on their inner child. We have the 6 of Cups here. With this Fool here, this person might want to take a leap of faith. They want a new beginning. The Fool is card number 0, which is truly like taking a leap of faith. Maybe somebody has gained some kind of spiritual awareness, spiritual awakening, might be. It's interesting because I don't know if the person who is taking this leap of faith is going into this growth. This truly talks to me about healing. This is healing. Listen, the Hermit in 7th position. 7th position, we are talking about growth, about healing, about reflection, reflecting on yourself, on your life. With the Hermit is searching for the truth. So this truly, you know, the 6 of Cups, as said, reflecting on the past, reconnecting with your inner child. The Fool, this is truly a new beginning here. So, are we talking about someone who was all about status, appearances, all those kind of things, that realize that they have maybe lost you in the process? And now they want to do the work, they are healing, they are taking care of themselves. In the reading that we had, the last reading I think that I posted, there was somebody who was facing their own mirror. They had behaved very, very badly. You took distance, and now they were facing the mirror. So I kind of feel here, right, that we might be talking about the same person. We might be talking about a person who gave a lot of importance to their ego and what other people thought about you. And so they used you. They used you in order to flatter their ego, right? They wanted to impress their little friends, and they used you. They lost you. They might also feel very much in unalignment with themselves, because in this reading what we also saw, it is the mirror, that they needed to face themselves in the mirror. And I kind of feel here that what they are seeing in the mirror, they might even not recognize themselves, right? Like if somebody was totally in an ego trip, and they totally lost connection with their inner self. So it doesn't happen in one day, right? It is obviously someone who had some kind of wounds that they didn't take care of, they didn't heal them, and they got to a place where maybe they said to themselves, the world is ugly, I don't trust anyone anymore, now I will be the strong guy, I will be the bad guy, right? It doesn't have to be a guy, it can be a gal, right? But now suddenly, you moved on, you let them deal with their bullshit and their friends and the gossip and the smear campaign and everything, right? And now they are looking in the mirror and they don't recognize themselves. But the reason why they are looking in the mirror is because we have this tower here. So they brought themselves to a total destruction. They brought themselves, their actions. They are going through the dark night of the soul, right? They have been stopped. They have gotten to a place, something that is forcing them to gain some kind of humility. right? What I like to see here, to be very honest with you, it is those cards. Because this is saying to me that yes, they are going through a tower, they are facing their own mirror, they don't like what they see, they are being humbled, but this Hermit card came in the upright. If it was in reverse, it might have said somebody is hiding. But it came up in the upright, which means that this person seems to be doing the inner work. They are doing the research. They are doing the inner work here, right? Yeah, they are reminiscing of the past, Six of Cups, but I truly feel here that facing the mirror, seeing themselves in a light that they truly don't like. We also have here the Page of Cups, which is also a very young energy. We are with the page, it's a child. And then we have here the inner child. So I kind of feel here that they might be stuck in some kind of overthinking about what they did in the past, about who they were in the past, what they did in the past. With the Eight of Pentacles here, there is something that they were doing over and over and over and over again. I kind of feel here that we might be talking about manipulation. They thought that they became the king of the queen of manipulation, that they could control whoever they wanted, get whatever they wanted. And I kind of feel now that they might realize that in fact they have manipulated themselves, because when you put so much, you create so much memories with someone, good or bad, they were obsessively using you as a way to feed their ego, seduce their friend group, get some kind of feeling of power, right? Even when the story was over for you since a long time, they still entertain that. And so at the end of the day, they have in fact manipulated themselves, because during all this time, they were creating memories that were not true. And this is what is in their thoughts now. They cannot get to a peaceful place in their thoughts. They are overthinking all the time, right? And so now, yes, we have this tower, which for me here means truly a dark night of the soul. We are not just talking about the destruction of their life, they lost their job, their friends are turning against them. There is here, I kind of truly feel that they might realize that, you know, they have put a lot of importance to things that were very superficial. And it's the time to turn inside. And I kind of have to say that I feel here that they are. What I already said in the past, and I will repeat it here, it is that I feel that many people of the collective, the way that I see the collective differently of other people, it is that the collective are connected to their soul. They are authentic. They don't accept to play the game. They see the game. So they might, when they are younger, try to understand the game, adapt themselves to the game. But you know, when you see that it's a game and you are authentic and you crave authenticity and you are operating from your heart space, and what you want, it is to see a change in the world, at least in your world, then you know, then you always feel like this is not my community, this is not my family, this is not my environment. When I'm trying to adapt myself, even there, I'm not happy. So for me, this is kind of the collective, right? this authenticity that might try younger to adapt themselves, but later on they just say, you know what, let it be, I'll be myself, whoever likes me, whoever doesn't, it doesn't care, right? But I kind of feel that very often we meet people in our life and we create some kind of shift. So some people will accept the shift, some people won't accept the shift, right? When they don't accept the shift, very often then we are dealing with jealousy, with betrayals, with smear campaign, with people judging us in a very dark light, being very critical, judgmental, all those things, right? But when we react to it and we say, you know, no, this is you, this is a reflection of you, or when we step away, we often create changes in people's life, somehow. I kind of feel that many people might be attracted to us when they are ready for a change, they are ready for this awakening. I kind of feel here that this is what might be happening. So it is someone that was attracted to you, and in fact, it was kind of their soul that was truly ready for an elevation and a change. So they truly resisted it. They resisted as much as they could. They stayed in their comfort when they needed to elevate. This is why they are going through this tower. But now, you are kind of shifting element in their life that forces them to this awakening and to look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they cannot continue to move on the way that they did in the past. It's over. They cannot do that anymore. So, let's get into the tarot. Let's get deeper into that. I don't know why we need to know that. Maybe the tarot will tell us. Let's see. Let's see why we are getting this information. Tell me more here, please. Interesting. Did you see how this Three of Wands turned? I'm not sure because it was here. But it came out like this and it turned in front of me. Yeah, this person feels that they reached a stop. Like they are backed up in a corner. Nothing is coming to them. This is truly the tower that I feel here, right? They might know that maybe they have been exposed for who they are, the way that they are operating, so people are not coming towards them anymore. The Three of Wands, it is, you know, I'm waiting for my ships to come in. Here they know that there is no ship coming in, and we have this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They seem to understand that they are dealing with the consequences of their actions. It is not innocent what is happening in their life right now. They seem to understand that it is truly related to how they decided to operate in the past, and that if they want their luck to change, they need to change, right? Yeah, now you can see. And we have the Tower here. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tell me more here, please. So we have this Nine of Swords. I don't understand why it's in reverse. I will check it. This might be talking about you. The Nine of Swords, fearful, stressed out, anguish, feeling betrayed, not being able to sleep. It's in reverse, which means that you might have been in this stage in the past, like not understanding what's going on, being very stressed out by all the situation here. We have the Page of Pentacles, so there is some kind of concretization here. I want to check this Nine of Swords, because we were talking about someone else, and then suddenly we have this Nine of Swords in reverse. It might also mean that they are stressed out, they cannot sleep, and they want to get out of it, and they think that in order to get out of it, they need to do something concrete, right? So this is why I want to check this Nine of Swords here, what it means exactly. Why did the Nine of Swords in reverse came out? The Knight of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I have to say that I don't like that. I don't like that. I was so positive here. So positive about their healing, but somehow the Seven of Cups here in reverse, you are not blinded by the truth. You know the truth. Oh, okay. So listen, this Nine of Swords is here. It is because, in fact, this person, yes, they are spending time with themselves. They are spending time with their thoughts. But I kind of feel here truly that they are still holding on to your energy very, very, very deeply, right? What I don't like here at all, it is the Seven of Swords, right? Because this is talking about trying to escape. And I don't like that. And I kind of feel here that we have this Nine of Swords talking about releasing the stress, the anguish, the fear. But I kind of feel that this is avoiding. And when you are avoiding, then you are not healing, right? This doesn't bother me. This doesn't bother me. They know that you see through them, right? And maybe not just you. There is here clarity. The Seven of Cups is in reverse. Nobody is confused. They know that you are not doubting of who they are. You know who they are. There is no confusion. They also now have a clear mirror of who they are, and they want to become this person that you can trust. This is what they want. Knight of Cups. It's with the Knight of Cups, we are a little bit in the energy of somebody romanticizing things, right? This is, I will become the prince on the white horse. There is some kind of over-romanticizing, which is an issue here, considering who we are talking about. And having the Seven of Swords, I kind of feel, I don't know why, I see this person being alone by themselves, right? And they are looking at a movie, maybe with the person that is the most, who has the biggest fan base. So if we are talking about a masculine here, so they are looking at a movie, right, where everybody is in love with the main character, right? And they are trying to, and they are watching this movie again and again and again and again in order to somehow embody the energy of this person. You understand? This is what I feel. They are looking at something concrete, someone, wanting to embody them. So they are not trying to embody their own individuality, they are still, oh, this is what they did in the past. Because this bothers me, because here we clearly have someone going in, working on their inner child, taking a leap of faith. So this is what they might have done in the past. When they realized that you were not confused about them anymore, that you saw them as someone untrustworthy with a hidden agenda, they were trying to get away with the reality that you could see who they were and you were not interested anymore. And suddenly they presented themselves as being someone charming. They didn't say that you left. What they said is that they changed their mind about you and that now they want to become somebody charming. Someone that you could trust. Regain your trust. While in fact, you had already awakened to who they were and you were not interested anymore. You were done. But this they didn't say. This is what they didn't say, the Seven of Swords. This is what they hid from others. They are presenting themselves, in fact, I already talked about that when you are looking a movie, right, then the most interesting character, the main character, it's not the one that was strong in the beginning of the story. It is, in fact, the person who is changing, who is transforming, who is elevating, who is maturing, healing. The person that comes from one place and gets to the other. This is the interesting character in a movie, right? And I kind of feel that the moment that you decided to take distance of them, this is what they pretended to be. Someone who is evaluating, changing, realizing, you know what, I'm not so proud about myself. I think that maybe I should treat this person better. So it doesn't mean that they said that. So they didn't say that you left them standing there, that they had no other choice but to somehow change the narrative. This is what it is. This is what it is. The star. Yes, exactly. This is what it is. Okay. So. Okay. Tell me more here, please. Tell me more here, please. But I have to say that with this Page of Pentacles here, I feel that this person has created false proofs. Maybe of messages, maybe of an account. We are not just talking about a person telling a false narrative, right? We are talking here about something concrete. And I kind of feel that they escaped the reality of the situation that was happening, that you got to a judgment of them and you pushed them to the side. And they created here something concrete that in fact was totally fake. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, because they were very burdened by the fact that you let it go. 9 of Wands in reverse. I'm not fighting for that anymore. I'm done. You were done. And the moment that you were done, they were burdened. Because their whole narrative didn't hold anymore. Yeah, this is truly a follow-up of my last reading. Yeah, this is what it is. But what's very, very interesting, it is that the reading that I did before, which is a reading from 2025 to 2026, which is not the same reading. It's not my last reading. This is 2 readings ago. There it is where this Queen of Pentacles in reverse came up 3 times. So there is here some kind of element in this reading that embody the two readings that I just did. The one that was truly the last reading of 2025, and the one that I posted that was truly in between 2025 and 2026. Because this feels like the continuation of the last reading that I did. The person who took you like a joke, and now they are going through a tower. But there is this element here that was from the reading before. It's very, very interesting. It kind of feels to me, that we might be talking here about a fallen angel, right? So you, as part of the collective, you have gone through your own experiences, but you always maintained access to your soul. You didn't abandon yourself in the process. And here I kind of feel that we are talking about someone who is from the collective, but they are a fallen angel. They had truly an important mission here, but they lost themselves in whatever their community was all about, their family was all about. They lost themselves there. And so they felt attracted by you because there was some kind of soul reconnaissance, right? Because you are truly the energy that in fact they left behind, but they hated you because you didn't leave it behind. You maintained what they have abandoned. This is truly what I feel here. This is very interesting. We are in a new cycle. And as said, I believe that a lot of the collective were also very, very connected to a lot of people, social butterflies. I know that me, myself, I met a lot of people in my life. I was never part of a clique, but I was always welcome everywhere. And I had friends all over the world. And so I truly met a lot of people. And it's not just meeting them, it's truly spending time with them, quality time with them. And then at a certain moment, it was too much. That's it. I needed... I truly felt the need of I want quality over quantity. I'm not interested in all those... in all of this. Not interested anymore. But I kind of feel, I'm telling you that because I kind of feel that maybe you might reflect on that. And as we are starting a new cycle here, I kind of feel that many people that we might have impacted in the last cycle, the last 9 years, or even before, much before, maybe now they are... now it all makes sense to them. Maybe this connection that might have been years and years and years ago, something that you said, now makes sense. Now they are starting their process. This is truly what I feel here. Sorry, I just moved the camera. Tell me more here, please. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. We have the Emperor here and the King of Cups in reverse. The Emperor, somebody leading their life. Here I'm taking it as not being the crowd, not trying to be part of the crowd, standing for yourself, by yourself, and leading your life. Whoever follows, follows. Whoever doesn't, doesn't. Right? And here we have emotional manipulation. When you are in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, as you are not connected to your heart space, right? It's all very protective of the heart space, being numb, thinking in an intelligent way in order to have some kind of comfort, right? So in fact, you are an emotional manipulator. And I kind of feel that we have the king here because we are talking about someone specific here that was truly a master emotional manipulator. This is here the Eight of Pentacles that is here, which is talking about being a master in something. I told you before, they thought that they were a master in manipulation. They were not just a master in manipulation, they were a master in emotional manipulation, right? But at the end of the day, as you embody the Emperor, you are not a follower. You don't just take into your beautiful little brain whatever. So maybe in the beginning, you trusted them, but at a certain moment, there is something here with your Emperor energy that said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see. Yeah. You are too clear-minded, and this is why their strategy didn't work. It didn't work. They thought that they could confuse you, that they could emotionally manipulate you. This was their strategy. This is what they were doing. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. An ugly, ugly strategy. When I see the Pentacles in reverse more than any other cards, I see power-driven, status-driven, money-hungry, gold digger, ego-driven. Did I say ego-driven? Yeah, so this person thought that they were a master emotional manipulator. We are talking here about someone who looks charming. They look charming. I guarantee you, it is someone charming. This is why they know how to use their cups energy. I'm saying cups energy between these because they have betrayed their own cups energy long time ago. But somehow they are using this energy that they have, very, very charming, in order to manipulate people. This is their dark strategy. But they didn't expect that behind your cup energy, there was a leader. They abandoned their cup energy because they thought that you couldn't be an emperor while being in this energy. They hate this energy. This is what they rejected in themselves. Right? This is the place that they had so much hate for within themselves. And they realized, through you, this is the rude awakening, but an important one, because maybe it can bring this person back to their essence, because since they are a fallen angel, they are not in their life mission, they are lost in a world that is not theirs. I wouldn't be surprised that they are dealing with addictions, totally trying to numb themselves, pretending to be somebody that they are not, pretending to be happy when they never feel fulfilled. Right? Yeah, you could see through it. You could see through this strategy. And we had a mirror in the reading that I did that was related to that, right? When this person was looking at you, they were seeing the mirror of themselves that they destroyed. And they destroyed it because they thought that this is being weak, this is being naive, this is being stupid. So they destroy it. So this is why I kind of feel that they attacked you so strongly. Because they couldn't stand to have in front of them the mirror of someone who embodied their identity, who embodied their soul, that didn't accept to become somebody else, and that was happy. It was the face of what they didn't do, right? Tell me more here, please. Yeah. And the tower happened. Again, we have this tower. The tower happened when they realized that you wouldn't deal with them. Because it was not just a connection. I kind of truly feel here, we have the Wheel in Fortune that came here in the second place. This was a fated connection. You were their ability to get back in alignment. You were their savior, in fact, right? But instead of jumping on the bandwagon, they tried to destroy the mirror. And this is why there is no release for them. This is why they are obsessively thinking about what's happening here. Because this was their ability to regain alignment. And instead of doing that, they attack you. They just got deeper and deeper and deeper in this fake persona, destroying who they were, in fact, right? And so this was fated. And so now they are in this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Because, as said in the other reading, there is a difference between just saying, okay, I'm not interested in you and I'm moving away. It's not what they did. It's not what they did. They attacked you. They played with you. They used you. This is self-hate. You understand now that this is self-hate, in fact. And you left them the same way as they left their soul. Yeah. You left them the same way as they left their mission, their soul, their embodiment of themselves. And this is a tower. Anybody else that would have left them, it's okay. But here there is some kind of... It feels like a twin flame energy, right? Tell me more here, please. Eight of Pentacles once again. Eight of Pentacles once again. And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I kind of feel here now that they are trying to understand how you got out of this betrayal. How did you do to get out of this betrayal? Because they know what they did to you. And I kind of feel that in their inner narrative, the justification for them acting, how they were acting towards you and becoming who they became, because they thought that being themselves, it was too painful, right? So they made a switch at a certain moment. I kind of feel that it is a conscience switch. That, okay, when I'm nice and when I'm kind and when I'm this and when I'm that, then people are being mean to me, they are abusing me, they are betraying me, so I will become somebody else, right? It was a conscience choice. I kind of feel after another betrayal But they know that you have gone through betrayals. They know. Because even if they don't know what happened with you in your past, what they know, it's what they made you go through. This they know. And you still healed. You didn't abandon who you are. And I kind of feel that now this is their obsession. They want to learn from you. How are you doing that? How is it possible that after everything that I did to you, you are still the same person? How didn't you transform yourself the same way that I did? And all the excuses that they were making to themselves, and maybe to others, but obviously to themselves, that their ugly behavior was justified, suddenly it is not justified anymore. It's not. They cannot say that it's because they were betrayed over and over and over again and this is why they need to change. No. You were betrayed over and over and over again, and they know it because they know how they try everything in order to destroy you, how disrespectful they were, how they were trying to humiliate you, how they were trying to have an army go against you. They know it. But you healed. So now they are trying to understand, learn. They are awakening to their mirror that all the excuses that they made, those were just excuses. This is what they have to face. There is no justification. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, they are blocked. They are blocked now. The Chariot in reverse. They have no more direction. There is nothing more. We have also the Three of Wands here, so they don't even know where to start. They are blocked. Yeah, and they are in the dark night of the soul. Listen. But this is exactly where they are supposed to be. They could have avoided this dark night of the soul because this connection was fated. So all they needed to do, it is behave like a human being towards you. But as said, they were fighting you because they were fighting their own mirror through you. The self-hate, this is what they projected on you. They wanted to prove to themselves that they were right to become who they became. But they lost. You healed. You moved forward. You didn't become who they became. Yeah. I truly feel that this person, if we can talk about, the angels and the devils, or if we talk about light and shadows, they were light. They got into the shadows. They met you. They saw your light. They wanted you to join them in the shadow. And it's not what you did. You stepped away from the shadow and you stayed in your light. I hope that this explains it. Yeah, and now they have to face themselves. And it's not nice. And I kind of feel that this Chariot here, it is a little bit like the Six of Swords in reverse that we have here. They are stopped by the universe, by the higher self, by the highest, by the ancestors. They are stopped. Because there was here something in this connection that they had to do, and willing or not, they might have made it easy by simply being kind to you. But the lesson, they will learn it. The elevation will happen, wanting it or not. Either they elevate or they disappear. There are no 1,000 options. They cannot continue to act the way that they are acting. This is not possible. I said fallen angel, if you know what I mean. Someone that was of the collective and is fighting against the collective now, destroying the collective. This is what it is. Let's see, what else should we know here? There is no confusion anymore. Again, I touched the phone. I don't know. If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is no confusion anymore. The devil. This is what they see in the mirror now. Before they could look in the mirror and they were looking at their muscles and they were looking at the way that they are looking and they were smiling to the mirror. They were looking at the image. That's it. But I kind of feel that even the image has changed here. The image has changed. Yeah, now they have to confront the truth. They became the one that hurted them in the past. Instead of staying in their light and bring the light, we all know how difficult it is to stay in our light. We know how, it's so much more comfortable to just, become a lower our vibration to what's comfortable to everyone. We know. But this is not what we are supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rude awakening. But an important one. Closure, please. Yeah. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody controlling. Somebody ego-driven, angry, acting from their lower self. We might be talking here about a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm saying that it doesn't have to be because this person obviously has fire elements, right? But their fire element might be, for example, in their Mars, right? And this we don't know. What we know, it is the sign of the person. This is why usually I don't especially talk about the signs, even though I see them. But I don't know if it's their sun sign. And if it's not, we don't know about it. So if I'm telling you, for example, I might be talking about you when I'm saying Virgo, and in fact you don't know that in fact your Jupiter is in Virgo, or your North Node is in Virgo, and in fact you are a Capricorn, so you don't relate. You understand what I mean? But here I kind of feel a lot of fire elements. Yeah. They know that they have totally lost you and they cannot approach you because they were trying to control you. They were acting in a very ugly way. Listen. We have the devil here. And the King of Wands in reverse. Like this is somebody very domineering that needs to be in control. This is... I will tell you exactly the image that I see. This is, the little child that is angry and that is making a tantrum because they don't get what they want. They are spoiled in the adult form. Very scary people. Those people are very, very scary. It's like nobody has ever told them no. And so the first time that they receive some kind of slap in the face of life, they couldn't deal with it. This is kind of what I feel here. And they know that this is how you see them. This is how you see them. Yeah, you are totally close to them. They cannot approach you. They know that. Four of Cups in reverse. I kind of truly feel that you have finished your mission here, right? It's over. Yeah. You moved on. You moved on. You see clearly what's happening here. Yeah, you were a missed opportunity to them. Again, you see things very, very clearly. You are very stable, and this is your soul mission, and you have done what you needed to do. You stayed in alignment. You healed. You stayed in the light. You didn't allow this person to take you into the darkness. I kind of feel that for you, I wouldn't be surprised here. I'm searching for the world card. I wouldn't, I see the magician here. Yeah, the death is in the upright. Yeah, I kind of feel that you have done what you needed to do in this connection here, right? You have done what you needed to do. If there was some kind of test on you, if there was some kind of test on you, then you passed it. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Yeah, and they are stuck now in this Wheel of Fortune in reverse with they are like in a dark place, right? There is nothing in front of them. All they have now it is looking at themselves. This is all there is. But we have this Eight of Pentacles here, right? So before they were specializing themselves on how being the best manipulator there is, now they are trying to understand what is going on, what happened here, because all that I'm saying to you, right? They are not aware of all of this, right? I am taking a bird's eye of the situation and looking at what happened here. Why so much hate? Why so much destruction? So much nastiness? There was a mirror game here. This is truly, if you understand a little bit, about soulmates, twin flames. So this, for me, truly reflects the twin flame. We say that twin flames, one is often more advanced than the other, and there is some kind of mirror games that they are supposed to elevate one another, but very often the twin flames are not supposed to end up together, right? It's not about that. It is about elevation. This is truly what I feel here, to be honest. And I love to see that on the 1st of January of this new cycle, new year, because I kind of feel, yes, we are talking about one specific person here, maybe, but I also feel that we are talking about many people. Many people that, because of life, because they were trying to adapt themselves the best to the world that they thought that they needed to adapt themselves, so they got into this energy, right? And now, with this new cycle beginning, and the whole dynamic of the world, they might be going through this dark night of the soul in a way or another, going through tower moments, maybe feeling empty, simply, So I kind of feel that, yeah, it talks about a specific person, but I kind of feel here, especially with this Queen of Pentacles, that came 3 times in reverse. So, and there we were talking about a whole community, so I kind of feel that we might be talking about more people than that. So I will leave it here. I hope that it was inspiring, maybe even healing. I hope to read you in the comments. I already wished you Happy New Year, I don't know how many times, so I will stop it here. I hope that you know that I wish you all the best. And that's it. Have a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Until very, very soon. Bye.